Hi, it's me, Renee Urbanovich, doing a voice teacher reacts on Chappell Roan, or as I like to say, Chappell Roan, and she's live at the Late Show, and she's singing Red Wine Supernova.
She was a playboy, Bridget Bardot. She showed me things I didn't know. She did it right there, out on the deck. Put her canine teeth in the side of my neck. I'm in the hallway, waiting for ya. Mini skirt, I'm a go-go boot. I just want you to make a move. So slow down, sit down, it's new. I just wanna get to know ya. Guess I didn't quite think it through. Fell in love with the thought of you. Now I'm choked up, face down, burnt out. Baby, why don't you come over? Red one super.
Oh, wow. Okay, a lot of vocal things going on there. I think Chappell Roan, or Chappell Roan, is a fantastic singer. Her middle voice rocks. She reminds me of Florence and the Machine just a little bit. And her crazy costume has me rolling my eyes like, really? Sometimes you need stuff to break in. You need to do crazy stuff like Lady Gaga did. And, you know, Pink, even after she was big, she did things like hanging upside down and singing in the yoga hoop, and pole dancing and tissue, and sometimes you need to have little gimmicks and everything. So this is very gimmicky for someone with as much talent and with such a heart and a huge audience. But if it's true to who she is, then I love it. I respect it. My mom was a costumer. And so, I mean, I love when people want to do full crazy costumes. This looks like it's reminiscent of when we wore, when women wore like bustles, and these are the hip bustles, and yet we're missing the external part. So we get to see some kind of an old-fashioned undergarment. What does that do to us? I don't know. And then she's got her crazy makeup, which might seem very 1700s with the white and then the blush. I don't know. And then her red frizzy crazy hair. And then the people, the band, female band members, which I love, are wearing rollers, which are reminiscent of my childhood. Women would go out with rollers in their hair, the 60s. So I'm getting a time warp here of the bustle, 1800s, and rollers in the 60s and 1700. I'm getting all kinds of feminine, historical vibes here, references. And so I don't know what the song is about or anything, so I will keep going now, but I wanted to comment on her voice because that's why I'm here. She's doing a lot of comfortable low chest, and then she did a couple of yodely things, right? And she went up into a really nice head voice. This is what I love about Chappell Roan, is she's fluid. She's got no break between chest, middle, and head, and she swims in and out, But she just did a yodel, which, of course, she did on purpose, which I cannot do. I can't do a hard, soft, I can't do it. I've only trained myself to smooth it all out. So the fact that she is smooth and she can still yodel, she's got my respect, a lot of it.
That's right, you just told me, want me to you, baby, I will, cause I really want to. I just wanna get to know you. Guess I didn't quite think it through. Fell in love with the thought of you.
Okay, so the song is just basically, I just want to get to know you, and I want to do that thing with you, and you're my type, and It's very playful. So the set alone is fun and playful, and so that contributes to the vibe. And then, of course, I just noticed she's got gloves and tights, and I don't know. I think I want to look for a different song so I can do a real reaction on something with a little more meat. Okay, I was kind of trying to stay away from this because I know the song really well, but I've really never watched her perform or analyzed her voice on a VTR. So this is the Grammys, and she did win Best New Artist. And so here she is in 2025. Look it. Okay, I want to comment on the whole attitude of the whole piece. It's beautiful. I am a musical theater person. I'm obsessed with musical theater. So of course I love all of this theater, all of these theatrics. I love her makeup. I love all of it. And she's on a big pink pony. Oh, it's just a little bit literal, which is okay. It's quite a spectacle, and she's relying here on spectacle. But I do know the people in my studio that come in singing this song do not borrow from head voice like she just did. So anybody that's singing this in their lesson or something like that, if you're going, instead of, she's mixing. She's using head voice, and she's live, and she's not embarrassed to do so. So a lot of times people want to sound exactly like the artist, and they refuse to go to head voice even when their belty voice is undeveloped. And so I love that she's right here just showing off, like, I don't have to scream. I'm live. I'm just going to sing in head voice right now. Please accept that about your voice. In the beginning, she's totally developed, but she's choosing head voice. So that should give you permission when you're singing, oh, what have you done? You can sing it in head until it turns into a stronger head, which is more what I call the fan belt. Oh, right? It's still got head voice in it. It's a mix. She's a master at it. If you're curious about what that all means, I do have a free gift for you. It's in the comments. Please hit the link if you want to learn how to sing in 10 to 20 minutes better than you do now. It'll give you a couple of helps, a couple of tricks and tips. But when you listen to all these voice teacher reacts where I'm explaining stuff to you, it may not make complete sense because it's not methodical and it's not comprehensive. I do have a course that is comprehensive. But for now, if you're interested, just hit the link and get the free thing and then see what happens. And I can promise you it's going to help you. Anyway, I just want to point out to you, if you're singing Pink Pony Club and you like Chappell Roan, you can sing in head voice. She's giving you permission, and I love her for it.
It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. And I'm up, and jaws are on the floor. Lovers in the bathroom and a line outside the door.
Here I am still looking at Chappell Roan, and I'm trying to find something with a little bit more singing, a little bit more vocals, less spectacle, less costumes and stuff, but I'm not finding it. So here we are. This is Saturday Night Live. I thought it might be a little more intimate, but got the job done. It's an E flat. So she's in a really nice skinny chest up high in what we call the mix, and she's not holding the notes. She's so good. You know what? Why can't I just accept the fact that she's just hella fun? She's fun. She loves the costumes. She loves the hair. She just makes a nice performance for us to have fun. So Pink Pony Club is not my favorite because I don't necessarily love my little 8-year-old singers or my 13-year-old singers coming in saying they're dancing at the club. Sometimes in LA, we don't care what's appropriate or not. We think it's cute. But I know sometimes in New York, it matters if you're singing something a little inappropriate. So all of that considered, people do want to sing her material. And she's a great singer. And she will be fluid till the cows come home. And so it really will train your voice to mix if you don't know how to mix by singing her material. But here she is doing a country song. And Pink Pony Club is a pop song, right? And so a lot of her material defies category, doesn't it? The one thing that's unified is just her excitement and her thrill of putting on a really, really good show. It's very cabaret. It does remind me of Lady Gaga. It reminds me of my day when things were overstated. So sometimes culture falls far into one area where we have like Billie Eilish wearing a t-shirt and, you know, like not washing her hair and not looking at the cameras. So it's like, yeah, you can hear me perform. That's okay. Right? So we get so far into the understated thing that someone like Chappell Roan comes in and she is going to overstate it and overdo it and overperform it. And maybe that's kind of the escape we need right now. I'm noticing a theme with all of her stuff. I do know, because one of my students went to her concert, that she's really nice. She's really good to her audience. She tells them thank you, which some performers do not thank their fans for spending money and coming to a performance. I've heard nothing but good things about how she treats her audience. And I've also heard that she advocates for artists' rights. So she is self-made. She chooses her own genres. She defies category. She did not break in any one single genre. And that is a feat in itself. And her fans love her. And me, as a voice teacher, I appreciate everything she's doing. You know, I don't love little girls singing inappropriate songs, but she's allowed to make that kind of music. She's phenomenal. And I love the spectacle, and I love the fun and the thrill that she's giving us. So I always ask, what does that tell me about what culture wants? It could be, you know, just kind of the bounce back from having so many indie, neo-soul type crybaby singers just getting too deep and too intimate and too psychically distraught, to where Chappell Roan thinks she should come in and just give everybody a really good time and be completely empowered with her sexuality, with her body, with her costumes, intermingling all kinds of genres, country, pop, etc., with costumes, 1700s, 1800s, 60s, all of the stuff I've just seen. Big hair, crazy makeup, all of this to contribute to her message to culture. What is it she's contributing to culture? Do we need a break from all the politics and all the serious, emotional, emo material, the darkness? Do we need a break? Is that what she's offering us? A really good time, a lot of fun. During wartime, that's what jazz was. Everybody was broken up about World War II and World War I, and the songs that came out gave us an escape. They gave us hope, and they gave us some whimsy. Even the lyrics were silly, some of them. And so sometimes as a culture, we need a break. So maybe that's what Chappell Roan is giving us. A little bit of break from too much seriousness, a little bit of empowerment, agency, and a lot of fun. And clearly, she is the captain of her own ship. She dictates what she does. If I'm wrong, I will find out. But she sure makes me feel like she's the one that's deciding this. Because if a record label were in charge of her, they would box her in and tell her to do the same exact thing every album, and make the songs all have a brand. And she's defying that. She says, I will not be branded. And I like that, because it's good to not have to winnow ourselves down to one thing. And I'm sure I've brought up Eva Cassidy before. Eva Cassidy never got a record deal because she refused to do that. She loved to sing way too many genres. Maybe I'll do a voice teacher reacts on her. It's really good to find what your genre is. It's really good to find what your specific voice is. And sometimes when you're uneducated and you don't know how to execute notes, you're limited and you can't do that. So taking a course and learning to sing so that you can do almost anything will help you define your voice. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope that you like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.